Hey, what's up? This is for some of the parents out there. This is Professor Tim Crater at Gladiators Academy, and I've had a whole bunch of parents asking me about doing private lessons for their kids, and to be honest, we kind of limited my exposure to that over the past year because we've just been really busy at the gym. Our academy's exploded, and that's required me to do a lot of the behind-the-scenes business work that is required to keep our academy flowing and producing the most elite level martial artists in the South. But for the most part, in November and December, we kind of get a little bit of a rest. Once January comes, it definitely gets crazy again. And so November and December, I get a little time to rest and relax and do the things that I want to do. One thing I'm doing is I'm releasing a new MMA Mastery course that will be releasing to the public. But another thing I want to do is I really want to get back to one-on-one teaching with my students. I've had a whole bunch of people ask, and we made the price a little bit outside of some people's price range because we just couldn't handle the demand of me having to do the private lessons. And so what I've done is I've decided to offer 10 adults and 10 kids a book of 10 private lessons, which comes out to about 200 hours that I will be doing private lessons over the next 2 or 3 months. And so that's pretty extensive, but like I said before, that's really all I can put into my schedule. But with that being said, we're offering them at a very discounted rate because we want to make it something special for people for Christmas and for the holidays. So let me just go into exactly what we're going to be teaching your child if you decide to do this for them. So the kids' version of the lessons would be called The Fundamental Science of BJJ and MMA. So for the kids, I kind of wanted to break it up and do 6 jiu-jitsu privates and 4 MMA privates. That way we can start with jiu-jitsu and then do an MMA kickboxing private and then a jiu-jitsu private and an MMA private and kind of work with them that way. Kids seem to be more excited about doing a little bit of both. But my real goal is to kind of shore up some of the weak points and some of the kids' fundamentals. And also help build the kids as we go into the next level of their training. Some of our competition kids have been begging for this, and even some of the intro kids, parents have been asking, and I really haven't made myself available. And so this is the time that I'm making myself available. What I'm going to do with the kids is, like I said, we're going to do 6 jiu-jitsu privates and 4 MMA privates. I'll also give them a detailed notes and outline of exactly what we went through in the lesson so they can review. I've noticed in kids that if they're given an outline and if they're given notes, they actually save them, they read them, and they use them. That's one thing we can't always say for adults. But I've noticed that with a lot of my kids, this has made a huge impact in their education and their growth and in them learning the techniques that they're trying to learn to improve their jiu-jitsu. I'm also going to include a DVD set of the techniques covered. So all of the things that we cover, the stand-up stuff, the kickboxing stuff, the ground stuff, the wrestling stuff, everything we cover, I'm going to include in about a 2-hour DVD set that we'll give to the kids at the end of the lesson as a way for them to continue learning and continue growing and continue watching me teach them some of the things that I think are most effective fundamentals for their jiu-jitsu and MMA game. I've noticed a lot of the kids here are almost more competitive than the adults, and that's exciting. But at the same time, we want to teach them a whole lot of other things in the private lessons about humility and about contributing to others and about mutual benefit. And I think I'm one of the better people to help them learn those things. Each lesson will be about 45 minutes to an hour and will encompass a specific goal for that day. So each lesson will have about 3 to 4 different techniques that we work to master, and then me and your child will actually train together that day, either wrestling or kickboxing or doing some jiu-jitsu, whatever the case may be, to help them build their confidence, to help them understand how the moves work in reality, and to also help create a bond between them and I that can help them overcome difficulties down the road with either bullying or with competition anxiety or different things like that. So if you're interested, please let us know. My private lessons are usually about $150 an hour, but we've decided to do this since we have the time. And for the kids, we're only charging $450 for the entire 10 lessons, which comes out to about $45 per lesson. I think that's very reasonable, and it gives me the opportunity to kind of do what I love best, and that's teach kids and teach adults. So like I said, we're only taking 10 adults and 10 kids. Kids are $450 a piece. If you're interested, please click the button below and register today. Probably won't be around long. Thanks. Have a good day.